Riddick joins us now here on SportsCenter. Get his take on what played out here with the Bears and the Steelers. And Lou, let's start in Chicago. What do you make of what they were able to get and how they handled trading Justin Fields to Pittsburgh?
Well, I think I'll start with the latter, Mike. Look, I think Ryan Poles, he had said from the beginning that he wanted to do right by Justin, which to me leads me to believe that, look, he already knew that he was going to move on as far as, going ahead and drafting a quarterback in this upcoming 2024 draft, regardless of who that's going to be, whether that's Jaden Daniels or Caleb Williams. I think he was just trying to find the best fit and get the best value for a guy who's a former number one pick who obviously, he felt as though did everything that he possibly could to maintain his status as the Chicago Bears starting quarterback, but they felt it was in their best interest to go ahead and move on. As far as how this looks for the Bears, I think obviously they felt as though the league would value him much higher than ultimately what the league did value him. And they had to take the best deal available because they wanted to go ahead and clear the decks for their incoming quarterback. I think for Pittsburgh, Michael, I think, I had said this, a couple weeks ago on Get Up. I had said, look, it would be very Pittsburgh for them to just sit back and wait and let the market play itself out. Let the market come to them because they knew in their mind that Chicago was going to move on. This is a home run for them. It's a home run for Omar Khan. It's a home run for Mike Tomlin. And quite honestly, I think they need to open this thing wide open to competition between Russell and Justin and let the chips fall where they're made. Brilliant deal for them.
All right, well, let's focus on Chicago for next season because earlier in the week, they brought in Keenan Allen. He had 100 catches this past season. They brought in DeAndre Swift. He ran for more than 1,000 yards this past season. In fact, it's the first time in NFL history that a team added a 1,000-yard rusher and a 100-catch receiver in the same offseason. Yep. So with that said, if they draft Caleb Williams, which seemingly that is the narrative, they're going to draft him number one overall, or some other quarterback. You mentioned Daniels. Yep. What type of situation are they bringing a young quarterback into?
Look, they're trying very hard, man, to go ahead and set the deck for him. Continue to improve the offensive line. They've already got, an established tight end. DJ already showed last year, DJ Moore, that he is obviously, and he showed this in Carolina, that he's worthy of being a number one. Keenan is a number one. Okay, DeAndre Swift, who you just mentioned, is a guy who was a do-it-all, three-down back who could run between the tackles, outside the tackles, catch balls out of the backfield. Now it's up to Shane Waldron, the new offensive coordinator, to go ahead and tie it all together. Tie it all together. Make sure that first and foremost, the new quarterback is protected, that he has somebody he can turn around and hand the ball off to, and he has weapons that he can get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the playmakers' hands and let them do their work, which is something that, look, if it's Caleb Williams, that's what everybody wants to see him do. Play on time, in rhythm, on schedule. Not every play has to be a dramatic play. Look, I like the work that they're getting done in Chicago. I like how they're trying to set the deck. It would just have been nice to see them set the deck or have Justin Fields come into a situation, although it wasn't Ryan Poles' fault, have him come into a situation where the deck would be set and stacked a little bit like it is now for whoever the incoming rookie quarterback is going to be. It would have been nice to see him have the benefit of that, but so be it. This is where it ends up. So now I think things are looking better for whoever that new quarterback is going to be.
All this happens, and we still got the draft coming up here in a couple of weeks. We'll see what else happens as it reshapes the NFL landscape. Lou Riddick, always appreciate it, man.